Alright, welcome everybody to my stream of BBL Season 8, Week 3. We'll be playing today as the Atlanta Royals, a team that is currently 0-2. Last week we got a 5-2 victory at home against the Bombers, but in the overall matchup that was, I think, a 17-4 loss, I want to say. Something along those lines. We got thoroughly trounced in the PvP matchup. Hoping to bounce back and get our first win here against the Junior Blue Jays, a meme team whose main feature is that everybody's name starts with a J. We'll be playing at the Paveway once again. That didn't work so well for us in Week 1 against Marco's Wombats, but I'm hoping it'll play better for us today. As far as the predictions for this matchup, this has been one of the more evenly predicted matches that I've been in. Still fairly lopsided, but closer than most. And in this case, the lopsidedness is against me. We have 10 people who have picked the Blue Jays to win this game compared to 5 who have picked the Royals. Interestingly, though, 3 of the people who picked me to win, Chris, Blanco, Nathan Disney, and Question Monkey, all chose this as their upset pick for the week. Their one pick for which team is going to beat a team with a higher record. Almost everybody who didn't pick my other team, the Melonheads, for upset picked the Royals, which I thought was an interesting choice. I probably would have looked for a better team to use my upset pick on, but well, I appreciate the support in any case, and hopefully I can prove them right here. No bonus picks riding on this game. Nobody was predicting the Royals to steal the most bases or to do whatever the other bonus pick was, or have a backyard kid get the most hits, and that seems reasonable to me. As for my prediction for this game, I'm not really sure how this is going to go, but I'm going to go optimistic here and predict that I will, in fact, pick up my first win with the Royals. I think the Blue Jays are going to be one of the teams this season who I have the best shot at beating. Paveway, I still think, in theory, should be good for the Royals. If I can get a couple gap hits, then it'll work a lot better than Sandy or its grass field. And Schlim is definitely an inconsistent producer, especially in this rule set. He got, I think, a +5 or +6 in Week 1, and he lost to the AI last week. And hopefully a team like mine with super good arms, Julie Dunkel on the mound, will give him fits, get him tilted, and give me an easy win. Even if not, I think I want to say I have a decent shot. Definitely not super confident in this one, not as confident as I was last night with the Melonheads, but that is what I will go picking. So, let's hop back into the game itself. Alright, let's jump in. I don't roll the good and bad days ahead of time with the Royals because I don't care as much. I'm not so worried about this team. So, let's find out. Wing is normal, Molly normal, Julie's normal, which is always good. It looks like everybody on this team is having a perfectly normal day, which is fine by me. Much better than having someone hammered with a bad day. As for the Blue Jays, we'll take a closer look at their defense soon. Jordan Thorner having a bad day on defense could be significant out there in center. Jack Joseph having an overall quite good day. More of a threat across the board. We'll see in particular how much impact that fielding boost ends up having. Alright, let's see. I don't think I have too much to change with my defense, but I am going to put Julie in left field. So that I have the best defense possible against any balls hit in that direction. I kind of want to put somebody fast at third base as well, but I don't really have any players to spare. I don't think Scotty is wasted at third. Want somebody over here with a bit... Well, I don't know. I don't really want Molly playing second is the only thing. But... With it being the Paveway, I'll risk it. I'll put Molly at second, have kind of a slow bit here, but on the other hand, have better defense on the left side, which is where things are more dangerous. I'll even put Keisha at third. Do my best to prevent down the line home runs there, and Scotty should be good at short. Rest of my lineup, I think I will be keeping the same, although I'll put Vincent at first, because I've heard Chad has been having a lot of trouble on the AI side. He might have a lot of trouble on my side too, so we are going to protect against that possibly happening. As for the lineup, we are going for somewhat of an overhaul. Going to stack my lineup here, put as much talent as I can at the top. So Julie, leadoff hitter, because we want her hitting as much as possible, and she's good to have in any situation at the plate. Waiting next to get on base, hopefully advance Julie, then Scotty. to try to do something of the same sort. Then we bat Keisha, my other strongest player on offense. And so just hopefully with all that and stacking all my speed at the top of the lineup, we get a nice, big, powerful punch of offense at the start. And then we put Lena, my best hitter remaining on the team after that, so hopefully bat some runs in. And then Molly, my power hitter who's not been doing well on my side so far, but if he does, then having her on hand to clean up all of the faster hitters still on the base pass might be good before we get to the bottom of the lineup. Then I'll bat Chucky in case I get a power-up. That would be the best place to have him, and then Vincent and Chad will just do whatever they can. Alright, and as far as looking at the Blue Jays defense, as I was mentioning in preseason, what I'm most scared of here is the infield. Bagwell at shortstop in particular could be a big threat. Giambi's at first, I don't know how good he is there, but usually a pro player at first base is going to be pretty capable in that position. Jomar is not the greatest fielder ever, but he's definitely a good fielder. Good arm at third base, not too happy about that. And he even has a strong second baseman in Jerry Winchell. Strong arm there, so no breaks there. He also has Kendall playing catcher, which means probably not going to see anybody except Julie stealing any base in this game. And Jody has a pitcher with an overall solid range of mountain defense. She only has a 7 in pitching, though, so maybe I'll be able to punch through her on the mound early, and if that happens, then that could potentially open the floodgate for good things to happen. And the outfield has all the range. Jordan, although Jordan and Jane do have poor defense, so that's good, but they will be able to get to the ball quickly. Jack, similar, is a bit weaker, but is having the boost fielding. You might have a strong arm for this game. Jerry isn't a strong arm? I thought he was a strong arm. Okay, well, we'll see how he does. But anyway, the outfield, for the Royals, the outfield is less important of a consideration than the infield. And I think the infield is where the most talent is here, so we will see. We shall see. Enough talk, let's pop into the game. Julie is leading off, and I'm going to take a risk by using Grounder Swing. I'm very wary about Grounder Swing with a strong hitter, because there can be a lot of inopportune pop-ups and such. I used Grounder Swing once last night and regretted it. But it would be the easiest way for Julie to get a base hit here. Grounds one there. Windshield does field it, but that certainly was not a laser to first. Julie has enough time to make it to base safely. One up, one on. We love to see it. I'll go ahead and grounder with wing as well. At most fields, grounder ball is not going to be a viable strategy with any of this team, but at the Paveway, with someone like wing, it might be perfect. Yeah, grounder is not quite the cheat code it has a reputation of being. And unfortunately, it doesn't work for wing either. Bagwell at short is too good. Guns him out at first, but Julie is able to advance on the play. So it's not just good for nothing. Scotty, I'm going to go ahead and bat line drive with just because he's not fast enough. I don't think he can make it safely on the grounder. So, going to go for a harder ground ball with line drive that gets past the fielder. And bat Julian to get on the board. Strike one, 1-1 the count. Keisha Phillips is on deck, so that's good. If I had been able to get wing to first, I'd be feeling pretty good about this inning. As is, it's a bit more eh. We'll see what Scotty can do. If Scotty gets on base, then I'm feeling pretty good once again. Chances looking decent here. Jody already having some trouble on the mound. It's a 3-1 count. And he hits a nothing ball. That was not a good one to swing at, unfortunately. Swinging bunt, which is caught by Kendall easily for the second out, and Keisha has to deliver before to score anything. And as I was mentioning in batting practice, Keisha is a player who I feel like, even though her raw stats are good, I know she's a good player, I still have a hard time harnessing her effectively, especially her bat. So, we shall see. That one looks good, though. That one sounded good. That's not as good as it looks. We were hoping for Jordan to drop it. He does not. He had plenty of time to prepare for that one. Keisha flies out, and we are out of the first with no runs scored, and the best of our lineup having to wait for the worst of the lineup to go around. So, not a great start to say the least. Jack Joseph is up with his overall boost. And the batting boost is what's relevant here, as a running boost isn't enough to move him up in speed tier. He strikes out in 3 pitches. Good start for Chucky. He had a bit of a rough game last game, gave up 2 solo shots. So, needing a strong performance here to get back in Ace Wilson contention. I am hyper-protective against the possibility of down-the-alley home runs here. Shifting over to the left and everything. The downside is, of course, if they do hit the ball to the right side of the field, I might be in a bit more trouble. Kendall watches strike 3 go by, though. 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts for Chucky so far. Jane Davis, a hitter. A player whose utility is almost completely on offense. One-time MVP. One and one to count as Chucky ruins the immaculate inning and then pitches another ball for good measure. Alright, come on, let's get it in the strike zone here. Yep, ground ball towards the first base line, but it does go foul. And she's going up to hit it. That's not good. Right there, but Julie is there and catches it. The shift for once works in my favor. And we're out of the first with nobody on from the Jays. Going into the second inning, no score. Hoping for the weaker part of the lineup to come through here. This is the downside to the strategy of stacking the lineup, is once you get past the stacked part, then the rest can feel like you don't have a lot of chance of getting much done. Lena takes 2 strikes, 0-2 the count. That, though, looks like a perfect line drive up the line. That is staying fair. That is going to be called a home run. Paveway home run for Lena Ang, and the Royals are on the board. It's 1-0. Terrible hit on almost any field, but here it is exactly what you want. We got one. Hopefully the first of many. Alright, Molly May the hitter. I believe the only player on the Royals who has not yet gotten a hit. Supposed to be the big power bat on the team after Keisha and Julie. So far has not been able to translate that into any good hits, though. And that has definitely been a problem for the team. I definitely know that Molly can get it done at the plate. I had her in Season 6. But she's not the most reliable power bat out there. Gonna go and swap the line drive. Just because I think I do have decent odds of a alley home run with that, unless I get an outside pitch, but good grief, that was crushed by Molly. Unfortunately, she's slow enough, and it's bouncing straight to second. I could have gone. Darn. 4 different players on the board there. I thought it was going to get caught on the second bounce, and she was going to be out for by a mile if she tried. But, unfortunately, that turned out to be a missed opportunity, as they could not get a handle on it. Chucky Flinder now up, mostly just hoping to avoid the double play, and does so beautifully. A barely fair ball up the first base line, and we see that Jack Joseph, despite his fielding boost, still doesn't have a great arm. Molly legging it towards third and makes it in safely. Thank you to Yuria for the intelligence that Jerry does not actually have that good of an arm. Without that, I would not have gone, and I would not have gotten that base. Single for Chucky Flinder, moving Molly over to third. All the magic is happening right now in the bottom part of the lineup. So yeah, that's what I get for dissing my lower players. And pop-up by Vincent. Nobody's going to catch it. It's landing. Unfortunately, Jody is able to get it to third safely. Going to be a fielder's choice for Vincent Sweet. Brings up Chad Capel, who's been one of the better hitters at getting on base here. Nice get on base here, might load the bases for Dunkel or bat in a run. Either way, good. Vincent trying for second, but Kendall does throw to the bag instead of doing something else because of a runner on third. Can't get that stolen base. Even if I'd kept going, that would have been pretty close. Because it did bounce past Jerry, but Jordan was there to back him up and get it right back in. Vincent is not speedy, so. Chad swings at a potential strike three, is able to get the bat on the ball, but not quite beat it out to first despite rushing. Out at first, but does advance Vincent to second, which is going to be perfect if Julie can deliver here with a big hit. Julie Dunkel, the #1 overall pick of this draft. One of the most revered players in the game. Gotta deliver here. If she just gets a ground ball or dinky pop-up like any garden variety player, that will be not so good for the team. Swung a bit late, I think, on the first pitch, a slow ball to foul it off. Not to be deterred yet. Fouled off with strike two. Going to go to avoid the strikeout. I want the power hit, but I also want the not strikeout, and even a decent hit from Julie could be good, except it's a line drive, and they shifted perfectly for Jason Kendall to be in its line. So after Vincent, after the bottom part of my lineup comes in strong to set things up perfectly for a couple RBI, the #1 overall pick, Julie Dunkel, gets a line out to end the inning. Definitely disappointed when that happens. One thing that needs to happen for this team to be successful here is for my top players, Julie and Keisha, to live up to their potential and carry the offense. So far, they have not been doing that this season. Maybe I should have just picked, moderately lame players with my early picks too, and that would have been the secret to success. In any case, Jerry Winchell strikes out. First out for the Royals, Jordan Thorner is up. Chucky going strong on the mound and now has a juice box as well. Jordan grounds it towards third. Keisha is able to make the play well, but Vincent cannot catch it at first, which is ironic because I put him on first base specifically because I was thinking he might have lower chance for errors. Runner on first, he's a fast runner, and Jeff Bagwell is up. There is no easy double play bait in this situation. Hit up the middle, and that is going to land. Wing is not going for the ball until I click by him a lot. That's going to bat in a run. And once again, shift bites me in the butt. Bagwell is out at third, but the Blue Jays have scored. Any run scored against the Royals is very bad news. Jason Giambi is now the hitter. Good news is Jason Giambi really sucks. Unfortunately, Chucky is starting to have trouble pitching accurately here. 2-1 the count. Giambi pops one up though, so that in theory should be an easy third out. Chucky gets under it. Plenty of time, but he drops it anyway. This defense is falling apart. That's third error or bonehead play this inning. Not looking good. Johnny Omar is up. He has an 800 average. Jomar is here to play, except then he just hits a dinky grounder for the easy third out, so maybe not so much. Alright. Inning is over, but the damage is done. Blue Jays have scored another run. Or a run. It is now tied at 1. And, hey, guess who the third out was last inning? Julie Dunkel. Really could have used her to lead off this inning. Wing Quan now up. Grounder didn't work last time, but I still feel like it's my best shot here. Gonna go for it again. Ball 2. Jody has pitched over 30 pitches already. Probably getting somewhat tired here. I don't actually know her stamina. I just get the feeling that with her not high pitching and low fielding rating, she's probably relatively low on it. Take strike 2 on a nasty corner pitch. 2-2 is the count. Fouls one off. Scotty Roth on deck, and Keisha Phillips in the hole. And that I am very... Okay. Gonna take a time out here. So what happened there was I clicked, and then there was about a second delay between me clicking and wing swinging. So yeah, the game completely screwed me there. Delayed my swing and cost me the chance at the base hit, and I think that was a pretty good chance with that pitch too. Unfortunately, game turned it into a strikeout. So, yeah, if things don't look better after this inning, we will be cutting the stream off after the third, so I can decompress and hopefully come back stronger for the rest of the game. Scotty with a nice hit down the third baseline, but they're shifted. Jomar gets it, but is not able to get it in time. Scotty with a single. Coming through for the team there. I suppose there's a decent chance Wing would have been a fielder's choice, even if he had gotten on base there. So there's that at least. Keisha Phillips now up 0 for 1. My big two hitters collectively are 1 for 3 so far. Let's see if Keisha can come through here. Strike 1 on a very nasty corner pitch, and strike 2 on a high pitch, which I'm not sure I had much potential to hit well, but 1 and 2 is now the count. I don't like 2-strike low ball counts. They make me nervous. Fortunately, I was able to keep presence of mind to take that one for a ball. And solid hit there. Is it going to land? It is going to land, but straight to Jane, who is able to make it into third. Fielder's choice for Keisha. This game isn't getting better yet. Lena Eng is up 1 for 1 with a Paveway home run. Let's see if she can come through where the rest of the team isn't. Takes ball 1. And swings late for strike 1. I got overexcited on that. What a 1 the count. And I swing early again. Jody with these off-speed pitches. I don't think she has a good heat because these are like kind of slow heats, and those mess me up the most. And that one also looked like a wonderful pitch too, so yeah. Really having trouble here at the plate now, but we'll see. A good hit by Lena, and our fortunes could revive. Molly's up on deck, could easily abandon Lena and Keisha with a good hit. And Lena with the ground ball, straight to Jeff Bagwell, and he throws it off of Jerry Winchell's head. Perfect, just what we needed. Sometimes the laser arms aren't so great to have. Stroke of luck there as Bagwell rockets one off of Winchell's head. Single for Lena Eng, and Molly May's now up. She got her first hit of the season. Last inning. Let's see if she can get another one here. No, wait, that would be cheesing. Never mind. Not able to steal seconds. Strike 1 on a corner pitch that she wasn't doing anything with. Jody is up to 50 pitches, probably getting pretty tired here. Gets me to swing early on yet another off-speed heat. 1 and 2 the count. Outside ball 2. I definitely don't want to walk here. Chucky Flinder is on deck. He is not known for his hitting power. Not known as a guy you really one up with the bases loaded, including a very slow runner on first base. And nice hit by Molly. Is it in the gap? It is. That one's going to land. Keisha scores, and it is 2-1 Royals. Jordan getting it in, but Lena is going to make it to third. RBI single for Molly May. Very nice. The top of the lineup not coming through, the part I was supposed to have stacked, but the bottom of the lineup is so far. Chucky Flinder now up. He's 1 for 1. Placed a single perfectly down the line, his first at bat, with Molly on first to get everybody in safely. Let's see if he can do it again here and get in another run. Or draw a walk, that would work too. 1 and 1 the count. Jody at almost 60 pitches here, and it's only the third inning. And, no! That was a disappointment. Looked almost like I was going to get a Chucky Flinder home run, but Jomar was playing over. Jomar caught the ball. I do not like Jomar. That was not fun. Crows? I don't know what in the world you're talking about. That would have been a wonderful hit by Chucky. We would have been up 5-1, but Jomar just had to be there. Chucky strikes out Jody at any rate for the first out here. Oh, murder. Got it. Murder of crows. Haha. Ha. Jack Joseph now up. 0-for-1 with a strikeout and fouls off the first pitch. We've had a couple of different close plays here that would have potentially meant one or more runs of difference. There's that strikeout with Wing where the game delayed my swing for me. Could have been a run there, and then, yeah. If Jomar was just a bit slower or just a bit farther away from where Chucky hit the ball, that would have been a 3-run home run. And we would have been sitting pretty. Oh well. Strikeout Jack Joseph. 5 strikeouts for Chucky so far this game. Jason Kimball the hitter. If Chad hadn't made the error, if Vincent hadn't made the error at first base last inning, then the Jays wouldn't have scored. In any case, we're going to need to get a higher differential than +1 if I want a realistic chance of beating Schlim in this matchup. We do still have 3 innings to go, is a good news. This is not a home game. With the Royals in particular, I think the extra inning to have a chance to score is definitely more valuable than the home team bonus. Alright, Vincent is up. 1-for-1 with a single. Got the bottom of my lineup up here first. Let's see if we can get a hit or two and set things up for Julie to actually get a good hit this time. 1-1. Jody's still on the mound, but I get the feeling she's probably not. Her days are probably numbered there. And that one is going to land. Jomar runs away from it this time. Why couldn't he have done that last time? One hop caught by Jane Davis. No chance at a double, but we do get a single from Vincent. Chad is up. Had a sacrifice ground out in the second. Set things up perfectly, but again, Julie just couldn't deliver. And, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chad ground it straight to Jomar. Fortunately, Windchill's poor arm once again saving the day for me. Double play is avoided. Chad is safe on a fielder's choice. Julie Dunkel now up 1-for-2 with a single. Not the value I'm looking for my #1 overall pick. Let's see if she can get a big hit here and bat in a couple of runs. There's a big hit for you. That is going to... Oh, you're got to be kidding me, Jordan. Goes deep, makes the over-the-shoulder grab. That's not an easy grab for the AI to make. And he's having a bad day in fielding, down to 2. This game is just got it out for me today. I tell ya. Wing Quan now the hitter. 0-for-2 today. The ground ball strategy wasn't working for him before, and it's certainly not going to work for him with Vincent on first. So, going line drive and hoping to get one in the gap. That has served me better this game anyway. Hit by pitch, but there's no concept of that in this game, so that's ball 2 instead. Strike 2, 2-2 the count. And that was not the computer that time. That was completely on me. Another off-speed heat from Jody. Bad heat pitches seem to be my kryptonite here. This time gets me to swing at strike 3, Wing's second strikeout of the game. And Royals are done in the 4th with no score, thanks only to an absolutely amazing play by a Jordan Thorner who had been nerfed to 2 fielding. Absolutely ridiculous. Jane bunts one. Not going to get away with that. First out. Jerry Winchell now the hitter. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. It's one down the line. Thankfully, I wasn't shifted anymore. Vincent is able to get it and tag him out at first. For the second out, Jordan Thorner's now up. Got on base thanks to an error in the second. Swings and misses at strike one. It's a little ground ball. Lena waits to get it, but fortunately Vincent catches a laser throw to get us out of the inning. No damage done by the Jays in the fourth. We are going into the fifth inning. It's still 2-1 Royals. Scotty, Keisha, Lena could do some damage for my team, but we are going to have to wait until later to find that out. I am done for tonight. I've had a rough time, and I think it's going to be better for my chances if I take a break, come back later in the week fresh. I think I'll have a better chance at racking up some more runs then and actually having a shot at winning this game. So, apologies if you're disappointed at that turn of events, but that is how it goes sometimes. Sometimes I just have bad days and I've got to take a break, and I definitely am having a bad day today. So, I will be coming back with this later in the week. Thanks everybody for watching here, and I'll see you later.